I can't remember now, Moorcroft. I did link them at the time. Actually, I think there's still mods can probably still access that. I think I linked it in Discord, in our Discord server somewhere. New Axel, thank you for 35. You're really hoping they add the Tesla truck to ATS? I wouldn't expect that anytime soon. Even if SCS went and spoke to Tesla, it would still take a while to get a contract sorted. Somebody will make a mod of it. Somebody already did a Tesla truck in an ATS, I think. The problem is, if anybody makes a Tesla truck mod, will they have, you know, like accurate performance and pulling data from it? And how will it work anyway, given that you have to refuel it by recharging it? You can't do that in the game. So how will that work? This looks nice. Road and rail bridge hype, look at this. Nice. That was cool. Yeah, we're gonna go to that later, Nissan truck. That's further north from where we are. Mr. Black Hawk, so thank you for 57 months. Well, I just went in the house and one of the Christmas trees is up. The big one. Looks pretty good. Just the little one to do now. Another bridge. Look at this. Classic arch bridge. take your 51 mark to that. That's a weird one. Is that a paddling pool? Looks like they had the budget for this roundabout. Got flowers and everything. Wait, what is that? Is that a gas pipe? Or one of those old heating pipes? Well, rip. Nutty Jim, thank you very much for your support, Nutty Jim. Just wanted to say that I am sure everyone here really appreciates your content. May it continue for many years. Thank you. Thank you, Nutty Jim. It's very kind. Yeah, they look like the old Russian heating pipes. Where's the Black Sea? When we head east in a minute, hopefully we'll get sight of it. I think we know it's Romania. We know it's not Russia. Is the sea really black? Yep. It's because of all the oil spills there from all the oil rigs. Jet black. You're about to order the pillows. Yeah, somebody else, I can't remember who it was, Moorcroft, somebody else yesterday in chat ordered those pillows and said they are really, really good. So it's not just me. See that again? They get ink for printers from the Black Sea. Man, that's convenient. Of course, they can get the red ink from the Red Sea as well, can't they? Thanks for moving over, bro. Appreciate that, fellow trucker. You've ordered them as well, B-Nick. Oh, man. Just make sure you put some nice covers on them. Honestly, Danny G, I'm not interested in a pillow sponsorship. I literally just found some really comfortable pillows, that's all. They are very nice. Honestly, even last night I put my head in the pillows, I was like, oh, these are so good. Wait, we went to be in this lane? Nope. Mr. Fleming, thank you for 5 years, 60 months support. Happy anniversary, sir. It does sound like a cushy deal. I'll be very comfortable with a pillow sponsorship. You bought them as well, Course Pilot. You what, mate? Hey, you started the gag, not me. Wait, why can't we see the Black Sea? Do you know, if they've not actually put the Black Sea in this DLC, I'll feel slightly cheated. You'll have to ask a mod tree. Today is Romania's National Day. Why is Train Sim Fan not mentioned that? That's interesting. Because you expected tons of people to say it. Yeah, you didn't know, did you? You didn't know it was Romania's special day. Oi, what are you doing, pal? Another bridge. Blimey, there's quite a few bridges. The sea should be that way. Uh-oh. Train Sim Fan, why does everything end in nia? Like you've got Transylvania, Romania, Bukovnia, almost, Basabria. Why is it all yeah? What's going on? That was your fault. I specifically blame Train Sim Fan for that collision. Look, Mangalia, Croatia. Bosnia. Wait, is that a boat? What's going on there? Is that the Navy headquarters or something? Do you want to live there? Whoa. Another bridge. You refer to the whole of the UK as Anglia. You do realise, Transient Van, that Anglia is actually a region inside the UK. In fact, technically, I live in East Anglia. You're a pro at geography. Interesting. How do you earn your money? Who pays you to do geography? Ooh, look at this. Now we're at the Black Sea, I think. Can't see it yet, but it's over there. There it is. Yay! There's no viewing spot, but that's the Black Sea over there. You thinking about getting into trucking, Chili? I wasn't sure G27, G29 were better. You can't buy a G27 anymore, Chili. You'd have to buy one second hand, mate. I did a video, Chili, on steering wheels last year, I think. And I've got the 920 in there. The G29 and the 920 are pretty much the same wheel, just different button layout. One's made for Xbox and one's made for PlayStation, but they both work on PC. But yeah, in the video I show you a 920 and this one, the Thrustmaster TX leather, and a different Thrustmaster, and talk about shifters and things. So you might want to give that a watch. But you can't get a 27 now, so you'd have to get like a G29 or a G920 if you're gonna go down the Logitech route. It's not even black. Ruined. Yeah, you can make the sat-nav talk. You go to options, audio, and then you scroll down to voice navigation, enable it, then you pick a voice, you know, like, I don't know, say Sky, and you preview it.
Exit left. Finding a new route.
And because she's completely annoying, you don't choose her.
Finally, we are turned right.
And then you go for the woman that's faking a US accent, and you think, well, I don't want that. So you go for the same woman that's faking an old woman's accent.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
And you don't want that either, so then what you end up doing is just disabling it. Or download a mod, which I can't use. But feel free to choose voice navigation. But you probably want a mod to give you a good voice. Like the one that does the Google woman, that's not bad. Yeah, the Irish voices are probably about the best one. But since I've driven with it quite a lot, I don't want to listen to it anymore. Border crossing hype. Arcade Forest, thank you for 30 months. I actually thought he was going to drive into the side of my truck then. And I wouldn't have been surprised. Drum bun. Whatever that means. Bulgaria. See, now Ceci's getting excited. Drum bun means have a nice drive. I thought it was something that the doctor tells you you've got. Yeah, you've got drum bun, have I? Where are we headed? We are heading to Varna. All right, Gemma. What is that thing? Raze, you need to be a bit more specific about that question. What is that thing? It's kind of hard to answer. You'll never understand kilometers or Fahrenheit. Wait, I can understand the Fahrenheit thing, because it's like not really a specifically logical scale, but like kilometers? How hard can it be? Do you understand kilograms? Kilo just means 1,000. You're a miles guy. Yeah, but you're living in history, aren't you? Like, what you've grown up with compared to what's logical is not necessarily the same, is it? The only time a scale will make sense to you is when you start using it. Put it that way. Like, one thing that what doesn't make sense to me is pounds, as in the weight. Like, the Americans talk about pounds of weight, yeah? Now, even though I was brought up on an imperial scale and a metric scale, because we're British, I understand weight. If somebody says I'm 13 stone, 6 pounds, I understand what that means because I can equate to it. But if an American says, oh, I'm 240 pounds or I'm 267 pounds, I have to literally convert that to stone before it makes any sense, or to kilograms, because I don't work with that scale. Now, Train Sifan, you will forever be 1.87 centimeters. And for that reason, Fahrenheit doesn't make any sense either, because I just don't work with it. But I have some understanding of Fahrenheit, yeah? I know that 90 is about 30 Celsius, so I can relate to that. I know that 32 is 0, I think. Something like that. But again, I had to mentally convert it. I guess it's like if you're learning to speak a different language, where you listen to a language and you translate it into your own to understand it, there must come a point when you can just listen to that language and think in that language, and that's the difference. But since I've never learnt another spoken language, I don't know. This looks like a bit of a rough area to me. What is that truck doing? Why did he just suddenly stop? You hear English as if it's your own language. But, I don't know, when you was learning English, did you translate it into Dutch, or did you learn it from as a kid, so it never really happened? What's the thing on the right of the shifter? This one? It's a farm sim controller. Worst thing in the UK is when people sell stuff for $3.95 or $3.99. It's a tricky one. It relies on human perception. That if you say something's £4, it feels more expensive than if it's $3.99. Like, I've honestly seen people say to me that the price of something is £3, and when I've looked, it's $3.99, and I'll say, but that's $3.99. Yeah, it's £3. No, it's £4. But mentally, to them, it feels like 3. It's a weird one, but it does work. And as long as it works, the marketing people are going to use it, aren't they? Polaris lines, is this a ferry? It works in the car business. Yeah. I mean, it's not, yeah, exactly. In the car business, you'll see a car advertised as 6,995. You won't see it advertised as 7,000. Why? Because 6,995 sounds like less. It's just a human thing. You price something at 495 because 500 equates to $500,000. Yep. Not only that, you can actually hit a threshold. Like, I think stamp duty in the UK, I can't remember the threshold. It used to be 250k, something like that. If you bought a house for 24,999, you wouldn't pay stamp duty on it. If you bought it at 250, you would. So there's like a tax threshold thing as well. In America, it's always 25, 50, 75, or 99. That's interesting. Yeah, I know it's tiered, right? I was just trying to illustrate the point that if you bought a house at one level, you wouldn't pay any stamp duty. bet it doesn't accept that. Hey, scumbag. Because Fat Man 149.99 feels cheaper. Right. We need to get down to Istanbul. That's what we need to do. Concrete stairs. Wow. Guess we're doing that then. See, that's interesting. There is a ferry here. I do wonder if they'll implement that later when they can actually take ferries over the Black Sea. There is a kind of a ferry, Devil Dude. There's no ferry. The only ferry I've seen is the very short one across the river, which I've not been on yet. Which we definitely will. We'll probably teleport up to that later and have a look at it. Oh, wow, that was close. Nuclear what muffins? Oh, nuclear power plant. Dr. Dre, 23 days left. Are you excited, Dre? Have you made your Christmas list yet, Dre? You have. Everybody good, boy, Dre? Or is it bags of coal for you? You're the one that fills it. Well, you always get what you want. believe it's December. It'll be January soon. And then it'll be 2020. Can you believe that? I'll take that one. Another decade gone. Alright, let's have a look at the routing. Right, out of Varna. We shall go through. I'm hoping that'll ping the city if we go that way. Then down to Istanbul. That'll do. Dom LW, welcome back. D-Duck, thank you for 37 months. Proud member of the Nut House. And Rob White on Twitch, thank you for the Golden Acorn, 2 years. Happy anniversary to you. Yeah, they are. Prefabricated concrete staircases. Thank you, Rob. Yeah, 2 years has flown by, I hear you. I've rerouted it a little bit, yeah. Currently designing a bar, and made me think, what is your favourite alcoholic beverage? Yikes. Don't think I really have a favourite. I don't really have like a go-to drink, other than just some cider, you know. The cheap stuff for you, lol. Yeah, like if I'm going out, let's say, well, Ceci will know this. Let's say we go out on Cosford Flight Sim Show. We go out for beers, whatever. I'll drink cider because I know we're going to be out drinking most of the evening, and if I drink beer or lager or anything like that, I'll just get bloated and full up. So I drink cider because I find it much easier to drink. And then later on I'll probably hit the shorts, like, not as in put on a pair of shorts, I'll actually you know, have whiskies and that kind of thing. I don't seem to have as much kind of hangover the next day with cider as well. Nor do I wake up feeling sick like I do with lager. Yeah, I'm just not an IPA guy, Ceci. Like, I know Cat Strater and Durka, they're big on their IPAs, but I just not for me. Too many beers and you feel like a blimp. Lol. Hey, Ziggy. Excuse me. Malibu and Coke. I've not had Malibu and Coke for a long time. I like rum and Coke. Dark rum and Coke's a nice drink. I don't mind Bacardi and Coke. Gin and tonic, I'm happy with that. I like ice cold Guinness, but I'm not a massive fan of normal Guinness. But the Guinness Extra Cold I really like. But that's a drink that I don't drink too quickly. I just kind of enjoy that one. So I might have one or two at most. Because it's quite a heavy drink really, Guinness, I think. Who's that, Dry? What, Tom Sunday ruined a 980 Ti? Lol. Oh, your little brother, blimey. Yikes. Which begs the question, why was a 980 Ti in a place where you could knock a drink all over it? Johnny Walker with a little bit of Mountain Dew. Interesting. Never had that. You don't use your PC as a cup holder? No, that's the CD drive. But I don't have one of those anymore. But they were great for holding cups of hot chocolate. He placed a drink on his PC. Okay, well, you know. Ooh, that's nice. What is it Forrest Gump used to say? Stupid is as stupid does. That's what his mama used to say. Ooh, the Black Sea, finally. You can see it properly now. Yay. Life is like a box of chocolates. That's what my mama used to say. You managed to clean your PC for the first time since you first got it in 2017, Train Sim fan. Are you out of your mind, mate? Every 6 months you should be cleaning that maximum. 6 months worth of sucking dust through a filter. And once the filter's blocked, the PC can't cool and the dust starts to go inside. And when it starts hitting the internal components, that's a lot harder to clean. You definitely want to be cleaning it more regularly. The best thing you can do, Train Sim fan, I just set a calendar reminder every 6 months that just says PC cleaning day. Just get it done. It takes 10 minutes. And honestly, it makes a big difference. Pedro Pete, 666, welcome to the Nut House, Pedro. Thanks for your support, sir. studios in the 13th week of iRacing seasons. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's a good way of doing it, because you've got something, you know, something to trigger you to do it. That's the problem, is like, if you don't have a reminder, the months will fly by, and before you realize it, you've not cleaned your PC for a year. And then you look inside and you're like, ah. I blame Dre. I was reading Dre's comments to lol sock you. I blame Dre for that. 5% damage. Send the invoice to Dre. What do I use to clean my PC? Well, I used to use the ever-trusty Henry the Hoover. But since that's about to be replaced by a stupid shark, I guess I'll be using the stupid shark next time. Do I still want to do the Daytona? We only need to think about that in January, right? And yeah, I want to do it. But you're driving 23 of the 24 hours and I'll do 1, okay? Is that fair? Why do we need to start practicing? Daytona's not exactly a complicated track. I can't... You know what my December's going to be like, lol Sokyo? You know what December's like. A shark, yeah. She made me buy a shark vacuum cleaner. Dude, I've got right of way on this. You utter scumbag. It's a road course. Wait, so it's not the Daytona track with the road section? Isn't it the oval layout with the track bit? It's not the oval layout. Oh, rip. I thought it was the Daytona track with the road bit in it. That's what I've seen it on the Daytona race. It is. Well, what's Lord Socky talking about then? I know it's not oval only. I've seen the track. I've seen it raced. Like, I know it from watching it. I've just not raced it. Like the little chicane bit, and then you go inside, and I know the turns. You're not sure? You never listen to. To be honest, Lord Sokia, like, that race is going to be about finishing, isn't it? Not competitive lap, it's going to be finishing. Like, driving a car for 24 hours without trashing it is an achievement to itself. Will you recycle Henry? ED, I'm going to keep Henry. Mrs. Squirrel doesn't know it yet, but I'm keeping Henry. I'm going to put him in the shed for when the shark breaks down, and I'll pull Henry out and I'll be like, well, we can go back to Old Faithful. Seriously, Henry's fine. Like, when it comes to sucking the dust out my PCs, Henry's fine. I mean, the good thing about the Henry vacuum cleaners is, you know, builders use them for a reason. They will absolutely clean anything. I don't care. You got bits of dust and stone, whatever. When you did Le Mans, you didn't bin it once. You woke up to your teammates having crashed twice and blown up the engine. Well, I'm glad you've experienced that before, Lord Socky, because you'll probably get to get the same feeling again. You know what I mean? Qualified second. What was the date again? Was it like mid-January or something? Well, the shark is one of the cordless ones as well, so it does have that advantage. Oh, it's around the 20th. Fair enough. Well, that's good, because I can practice when I'm kind of having some time off. Have you ever been in a crash IRL or witnessed one? Yeah, but nothing serious. Yes, I bought a soundbar. I bought an LG one. It's a lot more rural around here, a lot more countryside-y. How's what? The soundbar? It's pretty good. But I'm going to change some stuff in the house, like... I don't like the TV bracket I have was designed for a corner, so it's kind of sticking out further from the wall than I want. But there's also a fireplace underneath. I'm going to get rid of that and then lower the TV down on a flush bracket. And then the soundbar comes with like wall mounting brackets, so you can wall mount the soundbar right underneath the TV. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to change it around a bit. I'm trying to find a fireplace. I've seen them. They're basically like an LCD screen, so... They have a screen built in, so they give the illusion of a fire, but they're actually just electric. But I'm trying to find like a slimline one, like a really super slim one. Because I don't really want it to run as an electric heater, I just want it to look like a cozy fire, as it were. Difference between a soundbar and regular speakers, the layout really. Soundbars are literally slim, designed to fit on top or underneath of a TV. Nah, I don't want a real fire. Literally do not want one. And besides, the room that we're in doesn't have a chimney stack. Microphone is an EV RE27, I think it was. Can't remember. Why? Why do you ask, Raze? K Steen, thank you, 46. Soon Christmas. Yeah. Use an old PC and a slim monitor. Well, if I want to go down that road, I could just stick a cheap tablet there, but that's not really what I'm looking for. Blimey, this junction's not exactly well marked. It's all gone very countryside-y compared to Romania. It sounds good. Yeah, but it depends what you drive it with as well. What you're using for your preamp and that kind of thing. CMC Airboss, thank you for 59. So not a 1080p fireplace, but 4K with sound. You can get these fireplaces that are electric heaters effectively, but have a screen so they look like a flame. And they're very slim, and you can just put them on a wall. They're on a nice effect and do offer a bit of heat if you want that. It's more for the look than anything else. Like, personally, I'm happy not to have it. I'd rather have just a blank wall. But Mrs. Squirrel kind of likes that cozy feel, so she wants that, basically. She wants the cozy feel of a fake fireplace. Well, we don't need a real fire. We have central heating. This is my point. We literally don't need a fireplace. We don't need a fake or real fireplace. The house is centrally heated. But it's not about that. It's about the look. She wants the look of a fire. Oh, looks like another border crossing into Turkey, I believe. Shanosaurus, enjoy your mats. Man, that was confusing. I only went straight on then into an invisible wall. Fires are better as they heat up instantly, unlike central heating. Okay, fires heat one room. Central heating heats the whole house. And I'm not being funny, but my boiler fires up, and within 5 minutes, you know, the radiators are hot to touch. But I have a good boiler. And I can set the temperature I want. I can just say, I want this temperature, and then the boiler just stops when it's at that temperature. But each to his own. I have been to Turkey, yes. Been a couple of times. Your mum wanted to put a fireplace in your room? In your bedroom? Why? The JML fireplace turned from a fake fireplace to a real fire was very bad. Yeah, but that's JML. They make like random rubbish. Yo, bro! What's going on here, like, you know? You don't just suddenly dive on the inside like you're in an iRacer or something, do you? Please pull in for a vehicle inspection. That's what Oh yeah, you don't even weigh her. She just gets like green lit. That guy there, I hate that guy. That was sexism, that was. November Pepper, thank you for 56 months. Turkey is strict. Oh my god, how many checkpoints do we need? Flippin' heck. Orphid. Trying to yeet my way to 4 years. Yeet. Salon Wolf, thank you for a year. Happy anniversary. I've still got that truck in sight. No, they're going straight on into the Invisi land, where I can't go. Into the land of despawn. Ram him like he's a Finnish bus. Wow. Right, we should be in Istanbul shortly. Have you been to Turkey, Baz? Yeah, I like turkey too, especially with roast potatoes and stuffing, and a nice blob of gravy. And maybe a bit of cranberry sauce. You've been in a taxi in Turkey when you was a kid? Wow. Toll booth? I haven't seen a toll booth for ages. I didn't know Turkey had toll booths. Please pull in for a vehicle inspection. We just had one. You just weighed us like 10 minutes ago coming across the border. Why do we need to pull in again? I thought you weren't supposed to be weighed twice. We've already entered the country and been weighed. Oh look, it's still 34 tons. That's amazing. It does now, Yoshi. That's a good point, Muffins. I don't know. Maybe we bypass the toll booth. Miss Anna Banana, 50 months, bullseye. Thank you very much. And that should be Squirrel Claws, by the way. Should have a little Santa on there. The Dre wants me to rename Squirrel Claws to Squirrel Santa. But humbug. Lol. I was kind of hoping Twitch would give us some more customized emote things, you know? You know, like the sunglasses and that kind of thing. I kind of hope they give us some festive ones. Where's oof? Oof has gone oof, so that I could have space for the Santa emote. You had to ask Super Subs. I'd love a cup of tea, by the way. Like ma. We need to give tier 2 and tier 3 more emote slots. Have you seen what's coming, Chili? The ability to, they're giving us the ability to use bits. Use bits to buy, like, extra emote slots, I think. Something like that. So you can say, well, a person who's given, I don't know, 10,000 bits or whatever can have this emote. But what I don't know is if they're as well as your current emotes, or whether it's just a different way to unlock them. I don't know. I'm guessing it's new emote slots. It must be. Because once you've unlocked them, it can't take it away. Unlike a sub emote, when you're not subbed, you can't use it. With a bit emote, once you've given that many bits, they can't take that away from you. Pay to win emotes. Yeah, quite literally. Pay to access, not so much win, pay to access emotes. You think the email said you could choose either way, so you put the normal emotes on it, or just... Yeah. It's kind of new ones in a way though, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, I was thinking the same exactly. Like, I could make the tier 2 and 3 emote slots available. Will Twitch ever get rid of the payment system? Sorry, I don't understand. What do you mean, GTA? Well, they already got rid of one payment gateway and used a different one. Bridge hype. Oh, the Thrustmaster video, yeah. Well, the weird thing is, Raven, is that Windows 10 servers kind of like that. You basically can decide what services to install, so it is modular on Windows Server, but on the desktop, different story. Because they kind of want you to have a certain level of things so they can push stuff to you. Wait a second, what is that? I'm guessing this is part of Istanbul. Well, that's true, Chile. Yeah. Jeez, that is narrow through there. So this is on the outskirts of Istanbul. Well, I mean, with Windows 10, with Windows Server, like, it's the same but different. Yeah, you can decide what components you want to install. Well, you just can't do that to the same extent in Windows 10 Home or Pro. Is this where I'm going? This looks like a Mercedes dealer. Ooh, cheeky. Milka Sim, thank you for subbing. Welcome to the NetHouse, Milka. Yeah, we're in Turkey. Moorcroft, they never add trucks with a map DLC, mate. Because trucks are always added to the base game for free. They're never DLC. Name one truck that's a DLC in ATS or ETS. Anthony Filsinki. Or Filinski, I think it is. Welcome back. It's weird how there's these roads that you can just loop back on. Fair enough, Moorcroft. Well, trucks come with the game. Maps come as DLC. Aquarium. Do you know what, Hakan? It's English only in my chat, and I would certainly never try to say something that somebody said, say this please, because frankly you're probably trying to get me to say something I shouldn't say. Because that would be the most obvious gag. Say this, please. It's a friendly way of saying hello, sir. Yeah, okay. Hello, my name's Squirrel. I'm new to streaming. Well, it's English only in chat anyway. That's how you learned Italian? What, by somebody coming into your chat saying, say this? Oh, Rick Astley's in chat? I'm honoured, sir. Welcome. Never gonna give you up. Certainly never going to let you down. Watching from the US of A. Nice. USMC Vet. Thank you for 29 months. One more to 30. Nice. Bro, why are you slowing down like that? Don't brake test me, bro. Oof. Ah. Welcome to Istanbul. We've got a few scratches on the truck, but that's the norm for Turkey. Nice bridge. Look at that. It's like a lattice network. That's crazy. That's the only way to enter Istanbul. Act like you own the joint. This feels like quite a big city. This is quite good. Perfectly timed car. Wow, does Istanbul skyline look like that now? Blimey. Log and stick. Log and stick logistics. We're bringing concrete stairs to log and stick logistics. I like their livery though, that's quite cool. Mega Glove. Devil Dude, thank you for gifting a sub to Rick Astley. Welcome back, Rick Astley. He's no stranger to love. He knows the rules, and so do I. Jason B, Hong Kong, sir. Thank you for 34. We need to drive around Istanbul a little bit. You might have to bobtail it. We'll go there and then pick up a job. Can we cross the what? You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just want to tell you how I'm feeling. Trying to make you understand. As if. Name another Rick Astley song. Together Forever. I think it was called that. I remember the song, Together Forever. I think that was the title. Oh, now name a third song. Oh, here we go. And then when I name a third song, we'll name a fourth song then. It's kind of hard to think of songs when you've got one in your head, you know? That's the issue. He wasn't a one-hit wonder, no. He had a few hits. I think he's gone on tour again, though, recently. He's certainly trying to make a comeback.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Beaker. He had more than one song, yeah. He had an entire album's worth. And he has a new album. Name the B-sides, lol. Whoa, this is quite a cool city, this. Looks pretty good. All the 80s acts are coming back. That's because the 80s was the best. You've only got to play Vice City to realise that. The permed hair and the power shoulders. The dance routines. Top Gun. Beverly Hills Cop, all the best stuff came out in the 80s.